Okay, in this particular video, I'm going to show you my results from putting $20 a week in Bitcoin for a complete year. Now, I know a lot of people have been seeing that crypto has been doing well, especially first with the Bitcoin, Bitcoin approval and all that other stuff, and Bitcoin has rallied and other cryptocurrencies as well. But I was going to end up showing you what my particular results was for putting Bitcoin as $20 every single week for a year. Now, I do want to make it known that I did have, I believe, I want to say $200 or $300 when I started. But I'll definitely make sure I'll show you all the recurring payments, and I'll let you see the order history so you can see exactly what the results was. But I'm not going to prolong this video no longer. Let's just jump straight into it. So this is inside of my Robinhood account. Now, as we can scroll down, the total amount of equity I have in Bitcoin would be $3,763.31. Today's return, I don't really put that much emphasis, but up today, since they're showing it, it's up $16.52. As the recording of this video, Bitcoin is up 90. Oops, let me show you. So you can. It's about, let's say, $96,000. It can kind of fluctuate a lot. But for the total returns, I'm up 114%. 114%. The total amount of returns, $2,000, over $2,000. It kind of fluctuates, so I'm not gonna say the exact amount, but it's over $2,000. Now the average cost that I paid per Bitcoin is $45,126.98, and the quantity I have is 0.038 Bitcoin. Now, like I said, I'm going to show you the reoccurring things. Now, for the reoccurring ones, each particular year, let's look at specifically the reoccurrence, and we can also revisit the price when I actually started. Now, as you can see the reoccurrence, so you guys can see that I'm not kind of making this up. My average price paid for the reoccurrence, if you notice, this one has 45 and this one has 55. So that's because I had some Bitcoin in before, which made the average cost lower. But this was the average price that I paid when I started the $20 a particular week. The average price was $55,000, $55,649.71, and the current price $97,104. And it's particularly showing you the difference between the average price and the current price, which was that up 74.49%, or $41,454.95. It also shows you how much I invested in the last month. If I do $20 a week, you do the math, $100 a week. So, and the amount that I did for, as you can see here, it says you invested $99.05 last month, and $1,030.07, or 0.019 coins since your first order on November 3rd, 2023. So that's when I started the dollar cost average of putting $20 every particular week, just to see what particular happened. So this would be the amount that I can contribute after you accumulate the $20 for a whole particular year, as well, so you know how much that I've kind of contributed that $20 would actually be. It also shows the amount that I would have contributed if I continue this on to next particular year. So the amount that I would have invested after the $20 each particular week would have been almost 2,000 particular dollars. Now, as we can scroll down, Robinhood normally takes, so even though I put $20, Robinhood normally takes 19 cents, so that's why you'll see the $19.81. So if we can go to the view order history, scroll down, you can end up seeing every particular week, if you wanted to see the price. So whatever the price was at, let's see if they used the same, looks like around 6 o'clock, they was pretty consistent. Or around 6 o'clock they kind of I mean, they and then like you see, Bitcoin was, you know, different particular prices. So man, no matter what the price of Bitcoin was, I end up purchasing it. And as you can see, in November it was like 76. Let me see. In November 1st, it was like 69. Um, as you can see, you know, so you can see every single, you can see consistently, just every single one. We can go all the way down. There was like briefly in June, I did put, when Bitcoin was at 55, I did put $100 in there, so that was additional to the reoccurrence. And right here on June 27th, when Bitcoin was $61,000, I put a 130 amount there. Now, as you can see, we can scroll all the way down, but as you can see, consistently $20, $20, $20. Now here, I'm not exactly sure, you know, what happened, the cost of rejection. I don't know what happened with something my account thing, but okay, so we see, I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but as you can see, third attempt, so you can see that I put the 20 particular dollars. It looks like some throughout the process, I just looked at this, somehow it kind of said failed here. Maybe because I'm thinking that the account that I had on hand, or I might have changed my card or something. But for some reason here it said failed, so I'm not exactly sure on what happened there. But as you can see, $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, all the way down, $20, $20, $20 to on the November 3rd. Now, if you were curious, you know what I had before then. This one, before I had $50 in Bitcoin at 20, when it was 26,000. I had $50 in Bitcoin when it was at 28. I had some 20s here. I bought like small amount, $20 here, and this was at when Bitcoin was at 15. So I did, I think I had 100 when Bitcoin was at 39, and some when Bitcoin was at 31. So these were some amounts that I had with Bitcoin beforehand, which I roughly about $300 or $400 before. But you can, so you can, if you guys was just curious, for people who want me to be completely transparent, you can end up, this is like literally the full thread for my Robinhood purchases with Bitcoin. And oops, so you can see in November 3rd is when I started, you know, the dollar cost average of, so whenever you put the same amount each particular week, they normally call that a dollar cost average. So the point is, you don't know necessarily the high, you don't know the low, but if, as long as it goes up over a long period of time, you'll be good. That's typically what they kind of do with your retirement funds and things like that. Now, so November 3rd, oops, if we go to, let's go back a little bit. So if we go to November 3rd, when I started, let's look at the 5-1. We go to November 3rd, 2023. Bitcoin was out 35,000 and just in November 2023. So this time a year ago, Bitcoin was at 35,000. So it went from 35,000 all the way up to like what we at now, like 97, 98, whatever. I think it probably will break 100 before Christmas, but I think it definitely will break 100 before Christmas. But so you guys can just kind of see, even, you know, just putting small amounts and stuff like that. This would, now I'm not saying this particular year was really well. So next particular year, I'm not exactly sure how it's particularly going, but I'll consistently keep putting $20. I may sell some position. I'm not quite sure. I won't sell any. If I sell any, it will probably be next in 2025. Well, at least for Bitcoin anyway. So most of the time, my goal is probably to maybe sell in 2025. I'll let you guys know if I end up selling, but the $20 a week, regardless if I sell some of my Bitcoin position, I'll keep the $20 a week going because I like that particular strategy, especially if I've been doing this $20 since back when in 2019. I've been looking really good right now, but Nevertheless, I didn't necessarily know. It's easy to say hi on particular site, and because, like I said, Bitcoin and crypto is pretty. It fluctuates a lot. That's why at times I'm thinking about taking some particular profit, because whenever we see a run up, we normally do see a particular pullback. So, for example, if Bitcoin was to drop, let's say in 2025, back down to 55 or close to my average cost, I really wouldn't have anything to particularly show for it. So that's why I'm thinking about taking small profits along the way, or some profits along the way, to kind of maintain the amount of money that I've kind of earned. Because last time I kept it and then it kind of dipped back down, and then all the particular gains I had really, at the end of the day, nothing to show for it. Now the long-term trend, it's good, but I just wanted to kind of make you aware of that. So yeah, so these is my particular results, so you can see exactly. I made 2 grand off of Bitcoin this particular. You can just say roughly, maybe you can, all the technicality thing, but for the total return, $2,000 just by investing Bitcoin, $20 a week. I did have a couple hundred before, but nonetheless. But that concludes this particular video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Out.